You see here, Vila versus Nogueira. The age difference, 41 years old for Alexis Vila. Will he fade in the later rounds?
Here again is Michael Williams.
From Caesars Atlantic City Bellator Fighting Championships and Everlast, greatness is within. Now concludes the quarterfinal round of the bantamweight tournament, set for 3 5-minute rounds. We introduce first the red corner at 5'4", weighing in at 136 pounds. The season 5 tournament finalist stands near perfect as a professional. 11 victories, only 1 defeat. Originally from Cuba, he now lives and fights out of Miami, Florida, Alexis the Exorcist Vila. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner at 5'4", he weighed in at 135.5 pounds. Impressive as a professional, 12 wins, just 2 losses. From Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, introducing Bellator, Luis Nogueira. And the referee for this contest, Keith Peterson.
The winner becomes the 4th and final semi-finalist in this Bellator Season 6 Bantamweight Tournament. You see Alexis Vila. And there's his opponent, Luis Nogueira, the bell in round number 1. Both fighters, as you see in the black trunks, it's Vila wearing the longer black trunks. Keith Peterson is the referee.
Footwork is going to play a big part in this fight.
Both fighters want to keep this bout standing. Both said that they are looking for the knockout.
Vila looks a little bit bigger for this fight. I think he's put on some muscle. Remember, this is a guy who's competed at 125. He needs to compete physically with much bigger guys. And you see there, that big looping punch.
A lot of feinting, a lot of moving and dancing right now. Tentative start for both fighters.
And look at the footwork of Luis Nogueira. I think he respects the power of Alexis Vila.
Swing and a miss with the left, swing and a miss with the left right back by Nogueira. Nogueira with the right hand.
Now, one problem, we see it all the time, Sean. Guys score a knockout with something, in this case, a left hook for Vila, and they fall in love with that punch, and pretty soon, that's all they throw. You gotta remember to mix it up.
Vila told us that he is working to be a more patient striker. He said he's been guilty of trying to be a one-punch knockout fighter. Nogueira swinging a miss with the left. The shot, the single leg attempt by Vila, couldn't find it, then miss with the right hand. Congratulations to our MTV2 Fan of the Week. It's Eric Starr from Norwalk, Connecticut. Enter at facebook.com/Bellator and pick your winners of the upcoming week's Bellator fights for your chance to win. Feint by Nogueira. Both fighters listed at 5'4". I'm not sure who does the measurements, Jimmy, because Nogueira looks taller to me.
Oh man, he looks so much taller.
Swing and a miss with the right hand by Vila. Left hand by Vila.
Finally connected with that shot. But what Nogueira's not doing is he's not initiating with the jab, and he's not counter-punching off these big loopy shots. He's playing the outside.
Heights in MMA are like weights in baseball. It's self-reporting. It's the honor system. Missing with the uppercut there is Nogueira. Straight left hand by Vila. Nogueira in stalking mode, counter left by Vila. Good left on the inside by Nogueira.
Uppercut's going to be a good punch for Nogueira against the shorter Vila. One thing Nogueira, like I said, isn't throwing is that lead jab. You're the taller guy. Only a 1-inch reach advantage. You want to keep the shorter guy away from you. You can do that with the lead jab, and right now, Nogueira isn't throwing it. And with 2 minutes left, this round very much up for grabs.
Nogueira trying to land the left hook, then diving in and missing.
Now he's turning it on.
Left hand by Vila. Vila much more compact in his stance. Nogueira driving in. Left hand by Vila did not fully find the mark. A lot of movement from Nogueira. Blocking that left hand was Luis Nogueira. just missing with the body kick. They're stepping in with the right left.
He's got to throw more punches than that off that combination. It's a good one, too.
Missing by Nogueira. Low kick by Vila. Final minute of round number 1. Bantamweight tournament quarterfinal number 4. The winner through to the semifinals.
Vila now starting to play a little bit. Dropped his hands for a second.
Inside kick by Nogueira.
Oh, man, takedown. Beautiful timing by Nogueira.
2 right hands by Nogueira from the back. Nogueira with the chest hold, trying to get one hook in. That's being defended by Vila.
Problem is, reaching for the feet opens up your neck. The crucial thing is only 20 seconds left in this fight, and Nogueira's finishing a little bit stronger in a very close round.
Vila getting back to his feet. Knee to the back of the thigh by Nogueira. Still with the waist cinches, Luis Nogueira. Another knee to the back of the thigh. Nogueira with the takedown on the 1996 Olympic freestyle wrestling bronze medalist.
We see here the takedown from Nogueira. Beautiful level change. Caught Vila coming in. That's just excellent timing. Later on, belly to back, bang. Beautiful takedown. Twice on the Olympic bronze medalist. That's a big statement, Sean.
Jimmy, how did you score round number 1?
10-9 Nogueira. I thought he stole the round with those takedowns in a very close round.
Alexis Vila last fall finishes the runner-up in the Bellator Season 5 Bantamweight Tournament, losing right here in Atlantic City, New Jersey at Caesars, November 2011. In the final, unanimous decision versus Eduardo Dantas. Later tonight, you will see Dantas challenge for the title versus the Bantamweight World Champion, Zach Makovsky. Vila said his mistake in that Season 5 tournament, he kept looking ahead, almost giving himself the victory, thinking about Makovsky. He said, in this tournament, I've learned my lesson. I'm only thinking fight to fight. I'm only thinking about Nogueira.
When we say no easy fights in Bellator, we mean it. Every stage of these tournaments is very, very difficult.
A bit ironic that Nogueira said a big focus for him in training was takedown defense, and yet look who was scoring the takedowns in round 1.
And it isn't because he's a better wrestler than Alexis Vila. His timing was better. He caught him coming in, and he wasn't ready for it. That's how you wrestle in MMA.
Vila trying to pump the left jab.
Unless you are Ben Askren and don't need to time anything, you take them down if you grab their toe. That's the one exception.
On the international stage, Vila a much more accomplished wrestler than Ben Askren. Askren was an Olympian in Beijing in 2008. Vila a bronze medalist in the 96 games, and there's the takedown for Cuba. And yet it's Askren so committed, as we saw last Friday night at Bellator 64, to his wrestling. Vila really more of a straight striker in MMA.
And a 2-time world champion freestyle. I mean, his credentials are really, really outstanding.
Jump step in knee there by Vila.
Both guys loosening up in this round, throwing a lot more. Oh, good straight shots.
Vila with the 1-2, there's the shot, and he finally gets the takedown. Vila said if he felt it, he was not getting the better of things on the feet, he would really turn to his wrestling as a plan B.
What's interesting is I think he was getting the better on the feet and then chased levels and went for a takedown. A lot of times that's a good strategy. Soften a guy up, get him thinking strikes, then go for the takedown. You see it worked here. Now what we've seen in the past in his last 2 fights against Dantas and Galvan, he took him down but didn't want to engage on the ground. He was very wary of the ground game of his opponent. What will he do this time?
Hip Hop Squares is a fresh spin on the iconic game show Hollywood Squares. Some of the biggest names in music and entertainment turn this game show into a party. Hip Hop Squares premieres May 22nd at 11 p.m. Eastern, only on MTV2. Bounce in the step of Luis Nogueira. Vila holding the center of the Bellator cage, drops his hands.
Now, one thing in between rounds, Nogueira's corner was talking him up. They talked about how well he did in that first round, how he won it, but they didn't make any technical adjustments. They didn't say, throw the jab more, do this and this. It was basically a confidence booster. I think he needs to throw the jab more in this second round. He needs to throw more punches. Right now, he's getting outworked by Vila.
Uppercut thrown by Nogueira.
Problem is he threw it as Vila is moving backward. That's not the time to throw the uppercut.
Side kick by Vila. Nogueira very much in stalking mode at the moment. You see Vila on his bicycle.
Now starting to unload a little bit. I just think Nogueira needs to get a little bit busier in this fight.
Outside kick by Vila after the inside kick by Nogueira. Nogueira missing with the wide right. Missing with the left hook is Nogueira. You see, Jimmy, that Vila trying to establish the jab. He was off balance there. That was just a slip. Tries to turn the slip into a positive. Looking for the single leg now is Alexis Vila. And he gets it.
Oh, went for the heel hook.
Nogueira taken down and in one fluid motion went for the heel hook.
And then stood back up. Nice transition.
That's amazing coordination there from Nogueira. Slip there on the kick by Vila. 15 seconds remaining in round number 2. Vila holding on the single leg. Final seconds of round 2, a stalemate position.
Much better pressure in this round by Alexis Vila.
Vila looking for the takedown, won't find it. Heading into the third and final round of this fourth and final bantamweight tournament quarterfinal. 3 fighters have already advanced to the semifinals. Either that man, Luis Nogueira, or his opponent, who you just saw a moment ago, Alexis Vila, will be the 4th semifinalist. Jimmy, how have you scored this fight thus far?
I have it all even. I gave the last round to Alexis Vila. He was much more tenacious with his takedown, and he landed some shots. Vila just, Nogueira just not busy enough in that second round.
Coming into this fight, Luis Nogueira said, I feel I have a big advantage in striking. How would you rate that statement after 10 minutes, Jimmy?
He hasn't used that advantage. If he believes he's the better striker, he isn't striking enough. That's his problem. You see here, a lot of footwork, a lot of dancing, a lot of movement. He's not putting the jab in his face.
You see Vila holding the center of the Bellator cage, and it's Nogueira moving back and forth, looking for the angles. Inside kick by Vila. Swing and a miss with the left hook by Nogueira. Nogueira missing with that kick. Vila, big, wide puncher's stance. Inside kick, chopping by Nogueira.
He's a little flat-footed, Alexis Vila. That's kind of that wrestler foot. Stands very wide. He's looking to load up on punches. It's obvious.
Nogueira trying to walk his opponent down with the left hook.
Yeah, Nogueira needs to do more of that.
Nogueira at 29 years old, 12 years younger than his opponent Alexis Vila, who at 41 is the oldest fighter in this bantamweight tournament.
I'm trying to think of an older fighter in any Bellator tournament.
Neil Grove was 40 when he fought, actually 39. I beg your pardon, Neil, I know you're watching. He was 39 when he fought in the heavyweight tournament in season number 3, finished as the runner-up.
It's not the years, it's the mileage.
Our good friend Jiva Santana, who fought and lost in the quarterfinal round here in season 6 of the 185 tournament. Slipped by Vila, moving backwards. Bring it on, Jimmy Smith.
I think he was 40, not 41.
Live next Friday night. You can see it on MTV2, Epix2, and Spike.com. Bellator 66 from the IX Center in Cleveland, Ohio. It is the rematch, Eddie Alvarez versus Shinya Aoki. Also, the middleweight tournament semifinals and the lightweight tournament semifinals. All 5 fights televised. An amazing card.
That's going to be great. Cannot wait. You see here, now Nogueira's doing what he needs to do. He's throwing punches in bunches. He's pushing Vila back with his combinations. Vila seems a lot more tired, seems a little lost here. Nogueira needs to keep throwing. Just like that.
It's a short left. Left jab by Vila. Stepping with the kick, found the forearm, not the body though, thrown by Nogueira. Vila running in with that left. Vila's trying to establish his jab. He's really tried to establish it all fight. 125 remaining in this 3rd and final round. This 4th and final bantamweight tournament quarterfinal. Vila looking for this single leg.
Great balance by Nogueira. Whoa! Vila throwing that uppercut at the lights. What a big miss. Oh, good right hand by Nogueira.
Good right indeed by Nogueira. His best punch landed of this 3rd round. 15th and final minute now.
This has been Nogueira's kind of fight. Much more active. Vila's really slowed down in this 3rd round. He's still dangerous. You see him loading up on that right hand. Like we said in the beginning, 41 years old. Does he have the gas for 3 hard rounds? He's certainly slowing down now.
Nogueira again in stalking mode. Stuffs that shot by ALEXIS VILA. Not much wrestling as we expected from the 1996 bronze medalist in freestyle wrestling for Cuba, ALEXIS VILA. Nogueira now looking for a single leg. Nogueira looking for one more takedown to send a message to the 3 state of New Jersey judges scoring cage side. Vila holding his balance. The bell and the end of the fight accompanied by boos.
This is New Jersey. They are seasoned fight fans to let you know how they feel about a fight, Sean.
Either ALEXIS VILA or Luis Nogueira will go through to the semifinal round. We'll find out coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we will go to your judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Eric Colon, Sue Sanidad, David Torelli, all see it 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, the 4th semifinalist in the bantamweight tournament, Bellator, Luis Nogueira.
The final 4 of Bellator's season number 6 bantamweight tournament is now set. As with that victory, Luis Nogueira advances to the semifinal round. He joins Marcos Galvão, who earlier tonight went through.